Hello everyone, my name is Dan Basse, President of Ag Resource Company, coming to you from Chicago, joined by Noel Fryer, the owner and founder of the Fryer Report out of Geneva, Switzerland. We're blessed to have Noel in Chicago, and we're going to talk a little bit today about the Black Sea in terms of what's happening with Russian wheat exports, what's happening with Russian wheat production. Noel is an expert on the Black Sea in Europe, and so I think he's a good one to talk about this. Again, the key being is the Black Sea now determines the world wheat price, or at least it has in the last 4 to 5 campaigns. No, I mean, the Russians started off slowly, but there's a lot of debate within the trade in terms of the export data and whether it's reliable or not.
Well, yes, that's true. There is seemingly a significant disconnect between what the official numbers say and what reality is. But you have to remember, for the first 3 months of the campaign, July, August, September, we were still on the old export tax system. And on the 1st of October, that changed to effectively zero. That pushed in a lot of vessels which had been waiting to get confirmation of the zero tax. That put stress on the interior market, and finding the stem for all those vessels became difficult. That's the main reason why the FOB market rallied, and also the fact that today the interior market is trading at, if not above, parity with the FOB market, which is kind of unusual in the Black Sea. Very
unusual. I mean, I think in any place it's hard to look at replacement in the interior versus export terminals and see premiums.
Right.
But again, I think the Russian farmer, a little bit like every farmer around the world these days, is sitting back and somewhat bullish, having sold enough at least for nearby cash needs.
Yeah, the other thing, obviously, from their point of view, is the exchange rate. It has gone from 35 back in the early part of last year, and I think the high was 79. Today it's weakening again slightly. We're to 63. If you look at a graph of the ruble against crude, they for the last 3 years have kind of gone hand in hand. So you've got, if you want to know what the Russian farmer's going to do, you've almost got to become an expert in crude oil to know where that's going, because the ruble will follow, and that makes a significant difference to the FOB market.
Absolutely. Yeah, we find ourselves in this commodity business or grain business being currency analysts more than some days than we are actual fundamental analysts or economists. Listen, as we look at the new crop Russian planting, which a lot of people said has been way too dry over the past 4 to 5 weeks, we're now getting some moisture, thankfully. What can you say about Russian wheat production heading into dormancy?
My first reaction when people talk about the dryness is to remind them where we were this time last year. We were hearing exactly the same kind of thing. The crop had been, the wheat crop had been written off to below 50 and falling. I do not remember a bad Russian crop that was the result of poor winter or autumn weather. The bad crops in Russia have been either spring or summer. I cannot get worked up about it today. I really can't.
That makes sense. We can't either, and I know some in the trade do from time to time when funds get overly short. It's just part of the psychology of the market. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't agree with you more in a longer term perspective. It's spring or summer weather that determines Russian crop sizes. My name is Dan Basse, joined by Noel Fryer here in Chicago. We'll be back with another update soon.